Hi, my name is Alex Behrens, and welcome to What's Your Passion? Today, I'm excited to have Carissa Moss with us here to talk a little bit about Taylor University's Gospel Choir. So, Carissa, thank you for being here with us tonight.
Thank you, Alex. It's such a pleasure.
For starters, do you want to tell us what's your role on the Gospel Choir?
Sure. So I am the Gospel Choir Director, which basically entails that I supervise a group of 8 students who make up the Gospel Choir Cabinet, and then we in turn supervise a group of 35 to 40 vocalists, and then about 5 band members.
So it's entirely student-led.
It's entirely student-led,
Wow.
so it can be a struggle sometimes.
It's a pretty big group of people. That's really cool.
Thank you.
So we actually have a clip of one of your performances. It's from a chapel performance earlier this year, and it's one our audience should be mostly familiar with. It's How He Loves. Let's take a look. So you want to tell us a little bit about what makes that performance of How He Loves different than some chapel performances we're more used to?
Sure. So chapel performances are typically more contemporary Christian. They tend to sing more songs that Hillsong or Bethel Elevation Worship has recently performed, but we try to switch it up, give different variations of music, and so sometimes we do songs that the audience is not familiar with at all, and sometimes we do songs like How He Loves, but we give it a gospel twist. And so we will have the choir have backups, or we would have like one lead or more of a call and response type of format. So it's a bit different. And we also have less band members or less musicians in the band and let the vocalists be the musicians, if that makes sense.
Yeah, gotcha. So what does it look like to be a member of Taylor University's Gospel Choir?
Sure. So a member is any background, any race, any ethnicity. We have quite a wide variety from different countries as well. And as a member, you would come and meet once a week on Sunday evenings, and you would sit in your section, whether you're soprano, alto, tenor, or bass, and then together you and your section would kind of figure out your part together, and then we would mesh it all together as a choir, and then perform with the band. And we would basically do that until we have our songs A-okay.
Got you. And again, that's a fully student-organized, student-led operation, isn't it?
It is. It is.
That's really impressive.
Thank you.
So what's something you would say separates gospel music from other music?
Sure. So gospel music, it has such a wide variety of style and tempo and all these other things. So you have gospel music that's pretty upbeat. You also have more of the solemn, soulful kind of gospel music. And so I like the variety that you can choose from. And like I mentioned earlier, you can have like a call and response type of song, or you can have like a choir-led song, or like a lead soloist, and then the choir is your backup vocals. It's just so different from what we normally hear, and I just love it.
So on a more personal note, how would you say gospel music has played a role in your life?
So I grew up in a predominantly black country where gospel music is pretty common, and so through that, I was able to draw closer to God from having that heavy gospel music influence.
Got you. What would you say is something that potential members of the gospel choir should look forward to? Well, actually, before you answer that question, that's all we have time for. Thank you so much for joining us, Carissa. And audience, join us next week to hear David Hananga talk about his passion for piano.